And hello everybody, welcome back to Stationeers. This is Slim, and today we're going to do some things. But first, oh, got a little bit of jumpy right there. But first, we need to get some liquid in us because, well, we um, we kind of saved with our liquid under red, and we're gonna fill that one up because I just remembered that that one also uh, is there. So today. So last time actually, today. How about last time? Last time we worked on a lot of the piping and stuff for getting our atmospherics up and running, and we're gonna work on that. But I have had it with Clickety Clack over here, and yes, I've given the nickname Clickety Clack because that's all it does. So we're actually gonna do two things. One, I'm gonna move this all the way down over here. And then number two, I'm going to redesign this. So I was trying to come up with a way for this system not to do this. To run when it's at the temperature, uh, when it gets to its highest temperature, go to it gets to a target and then turn off. And then that way it then can then raise back up, turn back on, lower, turn off. Versus on, off, and on, off because it's right at the minimum of the high temperature. Um, that's kind of what I want to do. So we're going to actually redesign some things today. And I know it's embarrassing, but I'm going to show you guys something. This is the reason why you don't leave me to do things alone by myself. That's the monstrosity that I had come up with. So this was the high temperature. This was just the cool side, just for the cooling. This was the target. This was the low temperature. So how it read was the target or the logic reader would read the temperature, and then the first compare number one would say, okay, is it at the highest temp? If it's greater than the highest temp, turn on. Second one said, is it target temp greater than that? If both of these were yes, it would have a 1, and this would be a 1 to 1. Is it equal? If it's a 1, target reader reads number 2 to setting, writer reads 2, turns this on, but also this one reads and turns on the wall cooler. So this would then turn on if the target temperature happens to, if these two are not equal. Um, so this goes to 0, it turns off. This goes to 1, this turns back on. When this becomes a 1, it actually stays on, which is kind of cool. But then when it goes back to when this goes back to a 0, it um, would then make it to where when this becomes a 0, this logic right here would turn it off. So the compare unit, reader compare settings. So it would read the compare unit, and then it would read the compare reader, which is this one, on, and then it would turn itself off. That's the monstrosity that I made, and this was just for the cool side. That's just nuts. So it was going back and forth with a couple people that, if you look at the comments below, Hot Black and Jared T. And this was actually a few episodes back. We were discussing this and what to do. Well, Jared T came up with an idea, and I've now tested it, and I quite like it, so I'm gonna use it. So I've already built it once, but I'm gonna build it again for you guys to show you, and then we're going to get this in. Now I don't have to do all this, but I am, just because I want to finally get everything back into one. I really need to start setting up like a sorting device or something for this. but that's just a lot of work. So, up here, we have a reader, a writer, a writer, a compare, a memory, a memory. So, 3 logic IOs, 2 processors, and 2 memories. For this, you will need 3 memories, so we're going to need 1 more. You will need 4 compares, so we're going to need 2 more. And you'll need 3 IOs. So, let's go ahead and get those. So, we'll need logic. So we'll start with the 1 memory. And the 2 logic processors. Now, another thing that we're going to do that I don't normally do, but I actually quite like this idea, is we're going to color code it. That way it makes it easy to read, and hopefully you'll enjoy that and you'll appreciate the fact that I'm making it a little bit easier to read. So we will need red, and of course blue, hot and cold, right? I thought I saw, yeah, I did. Why are you in the base? I can understand out there, but in here, you don't belong in here. Everybody away. Okay. I also saw something that somebody else did, and I'm actually quite liking that idea and thinking I might do it. And what it is a trench system. So I might dig out, and this will be a this will be another video, but I might dig out and actually dig out this whole entire thing and set up a trench system so that all the pipe networks will go through the trench and everything versus underneath. So I might actually do that. I saw someone do that and I quite like that idea. Now for that, what I would have to do is, like here, I would have to put like a wall, a glass wall or something, and then we can get that done. I forgot those cables. Oh well, we'll make do with what we got. I think I have enough. But over in that thing, there's some cables sitting right down over there, and I was just thinking that maybe I should have got it. Okay, so cold writer logic is off, hot writer logic is off. They're both in the off position. That's what I want, because I don't want this thing turned on, so we'll turn you off. Oh, you're on. Okay, turn off. There you are. We don't want that stuff turning on and staying on while we're doing this. It'd be kind of cool because then it would be really cold in there, and then we could show the heating part too, but no. Okay, 23 plus that leaves 8. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab the memory. And now the compare. And now the IOs. Now I'm only taking this down because I want to redesign it. Oh, I forgot something. Oops. Oh. Now I gotta empty out the pockets. Okay. So, first things first. We could keep that there. We're gonna put the memories up. Oh, I forgot something. I did forget something. Something I desperately need. So, be right back. And might as well, since we're going to be in here, get the rest of those cables. I don't think I'll need them actually. I mean, I got a 50 stack and then 11 here, but just to be safe. Yeah, I got 11 more, now I got 22. But what we need is this, because we got to be able to label stuff. And just because I want to make sure I take out some of the higher end batteries. Okay. Now we need to be able to label things because, yeah. Okay. So, next we're going to put up our reader. And we can actually put it right here because this cable will bend and it'll be okay. Now, here's where it's going to be a little bit tricky. So, first thing you need to do is put down your 2 select units. Let's just go ahead and get them all down. Next, we need 2 compare units. Okay. And then, finally, our logic writers. Okay. So this is what we got. So now, let's go ahead and get to I don't know why I'm doing the center parts. Huh. Backwards. Okay, that should be all of them. Now we can just use straight lines. So remember, we picked up 11 more cables. So as long as we're over 11, we had enough. Oh, I did miss one. Right. Yeah, for symmetry's sake. One day I'll stop doing that. Okay, let's make sure everybody's plugged in. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now. So we have 9 extra cables, so we'd had 8 cables left. Okay, so red. So red, red, red. Blue, blue, blue. Now, this is our heater line. This is our cooler line. Now, this is counterintuitive. This is going to be our max, which is blue. And this is going to be our minimum, which is red. Now, the reason behind that is the cooler turns on if it gets to the max. The heater turns on if it gets to the min. And you know what, actually? I want to do something real fast. Can I? Oops. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry, it's little things like that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set our devices. So we want the sensor, gas sensor, and we want it to read temperature. Okay. Now, let's get our stuff out. So this is going to be a low temp. This is our target temp. And this is going to be our max temp. Okay. Low temp. I like my lowest temp in my house. I like it at lowest 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure exactly what that is Celsius is. That's 21.11, something like that. But that is 293.15. My comfortable temp is 70. So that is 249.261. And the max that I like it is about 72. I don't like to go above 72. So 295.372. Now, we're going to name the rest of these just a little bit. So, very, very original, very ingenious. Cool select. Cool compare. And can you guess what this one is? Nope, it's cooler writer. No, if you got it, good. So again, heat. Might help if I get through the capital. Confirm. And then heat. And heater writer. Okay. Everybody is now labeled. We no longer need you. So, here's the part where I got mixed up, and I gotta thank him, Jared, for this. He helped me get this corrected. But we're gonna do max temp here and target temp. This goes to that, so cooler writer. And you know what might help? I did it there, but I didn't do it here. Boop. Okay, so cooler writer. Okay. Now it's reading, I forget which one it's reading. It's reading the max temp. Okay. Now here's where you could put. This is our reader, and I believe actually I passed it. So there's our electric reader, and then it's going to be greater than, and this one's going to be cool select. You know what? Cool select. Now this should be a 1 because this is greater than this. Now, this will be our reading the compare. So cool compare. This is going to go to the wall cooler, and we want a status of on. And a 1. So now, what this is doing is it's saying, hey, we're above this temperature. We need to turn on. This select here is eventually going to write to that, and this is going to say, hey, we're now here, but we know what? We haven't reached this yet. Stay on. And then once it reaches this temperature, it will turn off. And we'll go back down there and see that in a second. But let's go ahead and get this one set up. So, like this one, where it says max temp, this is going to be the low temp. This is going to be our target temp. And this is going to go to the heater writer. Okay, so 293.15. If we come down, we see 293.15. Okay. So now We go to our temp reader. Logic reader. Okay. It is, this was greater than, but because we want it to go up, we now need to say less than, and we want the heat selected. Boom. It's not currently on because, well, it's not hotter or colder than that temperature. So now we go to the heat compare. We go to the heater, and we want a status of on. And it's not on. So now, this right here should get rid of the clicking. And we'll test this out later. Hey, just in time. How about that? I'll grab a drink. Okay. You know what? Let's get everything full. Alright, so now that that's done, what do we do next? I know. Let's do some more coloring. So, out there, which you can no longer see because it's nighttime, we have our stuff colored out there. And I like it, but I don't really like yellow for the pollution. I want brown or a darker color than yellow. So, I don't know why I did that. And all my irons in here. Okay, everybody out. Okay. So, I want to put brown for the pollution, because, you know, if you've ever gone to a place where there's a lot of pollution in the air, it's kind of brownish. So we're going to do that, and I want to do khaki for all my mixed gases. And then I also want to do orange for all my fuels. And I'll explain the orange in a bit. Because there was a lot of people do their mixed fuels in red. Oh, I need another thing. I just remembered something. I need to turn you off. And I believe I only need that. I need a canister. Which is iron. Go figure. Oh, and I'm standing like dead in front of it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Do not make another. Turn off. 4. And we're going to take you guys, and we're going to put you back. And I think that's it. I mean, I think that's it for right now. Yeah, that's it for right now. Okay, so it's 22 degrees Celsius, so it should now be reaching the temperature in which, not 22.2, reaching that temperature at 22.2. This is 21. I think so. Yeah, 22.2, 21.1, and then I forget what that is. But, like I said, we'll come back to that. And I believe I need the gray. I believe I need the gray. Okay. I believe it's gray. And what I'm talking about is this. This, if I remember right, I still need it for the carbon dioxide. I'm down one. Hey, I was right. Okay. So, real quickly. Boom. There's that. Okay. And I don't know why I switched hands. And since I'm here, should I? You know what? We'll come to that in a bit. Okay. So, we need brown. So, you're gonna be brown. You're gonna be brown. You're gonna be brown. And just so I don't have to use a whole lot of the brown, boom, there's that. Alright, so now brown. Looks better. I like that. Better than yellow. Now, something I'm going to do is actually I'm going to move this out one because of the fact that what I want to do, and I'll show you, what I want to do is I want to put these things on this. And if I put these on it right here, and say I build something here, this is going to get covered. So this needs to come out one so that even if I build a wall there, it's not covered. Same with that. That does need to come out one too. So all this needs to move over one, and that's what these pipes are for. So that's going to be that. Now, I wanted to talk about this. The reason why I decided to change this to orange is because of the fact that a lot of it is going to be insulated pipe. And if I use orange, I don't have to change it. It's gonna be that anyways. So that is something I want to also get done. Now, all of this pipe, all of this all needs to be khaki. So let's start with one, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do this. And we're just gonna pick them up. Now this is gonna take a bit, so I will see you all on the other side of this. Alright, and we are done. So everybody's now khaki. Now I did have one slight problem. When trying to get this, I accidentally took off that piece right there. And I dug down because I lost my steel frame into the ground. And the world swallowed it. Bye-bye steel frame. You will be missed. So yeah, that's one steel frame down. I'm going to have to repair that. But also I realized I'm now got a trench that I'm going to have to somehow deal with. So that whole thing of the removing the steel frames like on this, so in this one going across here and putting my wires and everything there, and since I want to make this the main conduit, put the wires underneath there and put the steel gird or the girder scaffolding thing, that stuff, put that there. That's starting to really look very very nice, especially over here. Yeah, it's starting to look like it might be something I might look into, because yeah, I might start doing that. But got one pipe left, and as you can see, I still got my khaki and my stuff. Um, the only thing I'm wondering is, should I paint these the color that they are? I'm starting to like. I'm really tempted to because it would be nice to have everything. Also, just realized that I still haven't hooked somebody else up, so we need to hook this up. And we do have a little bit of cable. Actually, nope. You need to go because you were blocked off by that. You need to go through this pipe. There you go. Through that pipe. And over here. And then up here. And then right there. So now you are also hooked up. And I'll have to change all these to 700 or 7,000. Why a CO2 pipe? I'm not 100% sure. Part of me just wants to have it just so I can have it. Maybe switch it out for the N2 or the nitrous or nitrogen for propellant so that I don't have to worry about that. Now, something else we need to take care of. This can still overload this right here. This right here, everything on this side is now protected. But this room is not. And the reason behind it is this is still going to request up to 4,900. If this requests 4,900, but in here say it's another 100, then something in this room is going to pop. So, as much as I hate to do it, I think I'm going to move the APC out here. Or rewire this with heavy cable. Because I really want this inside. That way, if for some odd reason my power goes out, this drains. If I'm in here, I'm on this side, and this door is closed, I don't have to kill the room. I have the battery right there. That's the only reason why I still want it inside. So, I think I'm going to turn this all heavy cable. So, what do I need for that? Tell you what, we'll put you over here. I keep on hearing that thing going off in my head. Like I have PTSD to the storms. Not to make fun of people that actually do have that syndrome. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, give or take. We'll see how many I have. I think I only have one left. So first, let's empty out the pockets. Three. I have 3 left. And no, not steel frames. Steel sheets. Okay. You're still on. has to be like it turned itself back on. There's no way this thing would still be cooling. Um, I have to start planting some tomatoes here soon. Okay. And something over here that I was thinking about doing. I can't remember what it was all of a sudden. Radiators. That's what it was. Now, the reason why I'm doing the radiators, that pipe up there, the top one, that is going to be on the outside. Not only that, it's also going to be the pipe where we get the majority of our excess runoff. So fuels, all that. So that needs to try and cool off as much as possible. So that's something I'm gonna get 26 and then we'll stop there. I believe I said 16, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need and not have it. So we need to do a couple other things on top. Leave her in there. No? Did I take the iron back out? Oh no, it's in here. Okay. We need a couple more pressure regulators. We need 2 right there. I believe that's it. We just need 2 more. Actually, we need 3. I'll show you why in a sec. Okay, let's go. First things first, we'll take off that. Okay. Now, this, I'm gonna have to do that to this side too. And you know what? Just because I don't want to have to take that apart. I believe if I do this, she'll stay. Yes. Okay, real quickly. 2. Okay, everybody out. Now, these keep this room from exploding to a 5,000, but if I ever go super high and the thing, which I hope I ever do, it's not going to protect this room from the rest of it. So what I also need to do eventually is put up a transformer outside the battery that won't let the cables go above that so there's that. Let's go ahead and put the walls back up. Flat. Flat. Steel frames. And I believe I'm done messing with you. Yeah, I'm done messing with you. That was weird. Okay. So now this whole room is complete, and just make sure I didn't kill anything. Oh yeah, we also need to adjust the pressures. I need that card. Ah. And you are still not on because we're still at 58 plus, not 70 minus, or 58 minus, not 70 minus, or not plus, but 58 minus, not 70 minus, and everything's looking good. Okay. So. One, I need to grab these things because I totally forgot them down here. Okay, one. I want to put one right here. And I want to put one right here. And I want to put one oh, I don't have the pipe anymore. I want to put one over here. But also that way I don't have to run all the way down there to see what this pipe has. I can see it on either end. Now, why did I grab these? Well, I want to make sure that this, oh hey, how about that? I want to have two left over. I want to make sure that this doesn't feed back that way. It all goes that way, and this one pushes down too. So, you there. And you there. Now, the last one is actually going to go over here. And this is going to be a somewhat fail-safe. So this one is going to go over here. I probably should actually turn this into a volume pump versus a pressure regulator. And what's going to happen is it's going to come out here, and then this will go to a vent. And if the pressure in this pipe, which is hooked straight to this, is close to the max pressure for that, it'll just vent. I don't care what it vents, I just want it to vent because I do not want that to blow. But that's what I'm going to be doing there. Okay, now. I'm not sure how much time I cut out when I did these. But we probably should look at hooking all this up. So I think I'm going to bring this out. And this is, again, the reason why I'm thinking about making this a steel corridor with these things on top. And then just put windows or like this between the holes where things are. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Because then I can bring this, I can hook the wires through too. Oh, I could do the wire through the door here, have this, I have my underground passage. I could do that. I mean, I'll have a whole lot of stuff. This, I think I'm going to leave the same, where it is. I really don't want to have to move all this again. But I think I might move a steel frame out and have another roundabout here. Have another one going out, and then do a wall, and make that way I can make it airtight. Well, I don't have to make it airtight. This is on the edge. I don't have to make it airtight because this is the edge of my building. That's the edge of my garage. This whole thing is going to be a massive garage. So I don't have to make it airtight. I do, however, have to extend this out so I can get the lighting up to here where it's supposed to be. But, focus, 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 focus. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to turn this into a massive underground. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, hey, you know what? We're going to do something else real quick, too. So, this is what I was talking about. Doing this. And I can't fit that one here. But this whole thing, all the way over here, because this is going to hook into the furnace exhaust. All this right here. And we'll do it on the other side of this. All this right here is going to be cooling. To try to cool that stuff down as quick as possible. Or if I'm using ice, heating to try to heat it up. But I don't want to really heat it up. I'm just trying to cool it down. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I like that idea. Okay. So the first thing I got to worry about is something like this. I can actually and take away this flooring here. That actually allows me to everything but this one. That allows me just to go all the way out. And then if I put a wall up against these going all the way across. Oh, I'm gonna have to test some stuff. Okay. Kit wall, iron frames. Okay, so. Okay. Here's the test. Oh, by the way, notice, It's 22. That's off. No clickety click anymore. No clickety clack. It's off. Until it gets to 22.2. And then it'll turn stuff back on. But yeah, no clickety clack anymore. Okay. Yes. No, you know what? This scares me. I'm not going to do this here. I'm going to do something else first. I am going to dig out underneath all of this first. And then put steel frames underneath it. It scares me too much digging this whole thing out and doing that. Because if I find a hole, a pocket, something that has the outside atmosphere underneath this, I just let in outside atmosphere. So, because right now, we're good. I don't have it. I don't want it. So that's basically what we're going to do. So, next time, we're going to dig out some of the flooring. I think I'm going to call it here. I think I'm going to call it here. Give me a chance to think about things, maybe prep. Who's talking? Who am I kidding? I'm not going to prep. I never prep before episodes. Like, I never actually build the stuff before I actually go through and say, hey guys, this is what we're doing today. Come follow. Never actually build the stuff, although I probably should. Well, yeah, with that, that's our new thing. I think I'm going to put that up as the thing, Mark 2. Again, thank you to all that have been helping me along. Jared, thank you for showing me that you saved my sanity. You saved all of us from having to hear me talk about that thing constantly. Other than that, you all take care. Please do me a favor though. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I will see you all next time.